Arirang Special.
Once one of the largest empires in history, it's a country at the center of the world's greatest resource boom. In close communion with nature and its nomadic inhabitants, the nation also welcomes modernity from the outside world. Through these footsteps, Mongolia is making its new moments every day. Mongolia has undergone rapid political and economic growth since its democratic revolution in 1990, and the country has been seeking a new role model nation. Korea fits the bill, sharing political and cultural similarities. It has been 26 years since the two nations forged diplomatic ties, and Korea's presence here is almost everywhere to be seen, and the potential for growth is now larger than ever. The first unofficial bilateral exchange stretches back more than a century, when Korean independence fighter and Dr. Lee Tae-jun first came to Mongolia. Mongolia's Schweitzer is how the people here remember him, as he cured Mongolians suffering from illness and disease, and served as the last Mongolian emperor's physician. His hard work and dedication have not been forgotten, and are still felt to this day in the capital, Ulaanbaatar. The Mongolian National University of Medical Sciences is where Korean doctors look after Mongolian patients and teach medical students. It's early in the morning, but mothers have already started bringing their children in to see the doctors. Inside the doctor's office, Mongolian medical students and a Korean doctor go through the patient's list for today. This baby has come with rashes on his chest and arm. The doctor diagnoses linear morphia.
As I told her, the dangerous things of linear morphia is to affect the growth of the arm. Second week.
Linear morphia is easily curable, but early diagnosis is critical. It's a family's first time coming here. She trusts the Korean doctor will correctly diagnose her child. Patients have different reasons for coming in. This medical school patient is being checked to see whether she has a fungal infection. Her skin cells are collected carefully, and the test samples are analyzed. It's a simple but important testing process that the medical students want to learn.
한국 의사분 같이 치료할 때도 환자분한테도 좀 지금은 좀 몽골 사람보다도 여기 조금 믿음이 좀 믿을 수도 있고 설명하는 것도 좀 자세하게 했기 때문에 아마 사람들이 환자분은 한국 사람들이 막 찾아오는 거 좋은 것 때문에 오는 것도.
Since this university hospital signed an MOU with the Korean Medical School University, Korean doctors have been coming here regularly to set up a similar medical system in Mongolia.
몽골 의료진들과 또 그 관련된 분들이 팀을 잘 만들 수 있도록 저희들이 돕고 있고, 또 거기에 필요한 장비라든지 시설, 시스템 이런 부분에 있어서 의료 행정을 비롯해 가지고 모든 영역의 분들이 가지고 계신 전문성을 좀 이곳에 와서 짧은 시간이나 또 긴 시간 이렇게 나눠주실 수 있으면은 이분들이 그런 분들과 관계하면서 여기 상황에 맞는 그런 좋은 시스템들을 이렇게 개발해 갈 수 있으라고 생각이 되고요.
Korea is also looking to expand exports of hambang, a type of oriental medicine, to Mongolia. First established in 2001, this Mongolia-Korea Friendship Oriental Medical Center is the only clinic of its type for Mongolians seeking acupuncture and medicinal herbs. Mongolians are familiar with acupuncture as it's also in their tradition, But given that these acupuncture points in the stomach, legs, and fingers are sensitive and difficult, Mongolians flock to the city for treatment. The same goes for this young patient who came here for treatment for her facial paralysis. The child has come here for the past 20 days, and I can barely tell her face is paralyzed. These herbal medicines are also drawing in people from far and wide. They're brought in from Korea and prepared at the hospital. Since this clinic opened more than a decade ago, around 267,000 patients have come here for treatment. This figure includes repeat patients, but considering the population of Mongolia is only 3 million, it shows how in demand Oriental medicine is here.
Солонгосын уламжлалгаа хаан Монголын уламжлалгаа бол үндсэндээ бол ижил төстэй. Эмчилгээний зарим арга барилууд өөр байна үхээс зориултууд бол адилхан байдаг учраас үрдүн сайтай. Хүмүүс бол манай эмнэлэгт ирж эмчлүүлж үзүүлэхэд дуртай байдаг.
The medical field is where Korea first made an impression in Mongolia more than a century ago. But these days, it's finding firm ground elsewhere with the Korean wave. These are just some of the Korean dramas that have taken Mongolia by storm and have sparked a surge in demand for K-culture. I went to the Ulaanbaatar broadcasting system to check out the popularity of K-dramas firsthand. A producer shows me the control room. Astoundingly, 70% of shows broadcast during prime time are Korean dramas. A familiar drama catches my eye. It's a recent hit, She Was Pretty. The producer tells me there is insatiable demand for K-dramas.
지금은 이제 그녀가 예뻤다가 이제 두 번째 이제 재방송하고 있고요. 시청률이 엄청났어요. 거의 이제 한 50%라고 해도 되나요? 거의 50% 정도 됐었어요. 근데
Other dramas like 대장금 and My Wife's Seduction have also been smash hits in Mongolia.
요즘에는 이제 거의 이제 한국에서 인기를 많이 끌고 한국에서 바로 끝나자마자 이제 몽골에서 틀려고 이제 많이 노력하고 있어요. 이제 시청자들도 그런 걸 원하고 있으니까 저희도 그쪽으로 이제 많이 바로바로 이제 틀으려고 노력 많이 하고 있어요.
And speaking of young Mongolians on the crest of the Korean wave, meet 18-year-old Ano Hatang, a self-confessed K-pop lover. Ano Hatang's room is plastered with posters of her favorite pop idols.
이거는 방탄소년단이고 면동에서 샀어요. 여기는 그 엑소 최근 돌아오기 몬스타 포스터가 있어요. 여기는 그 엑소 CD에서 나온 그 스노볼이 있어요. 네. 제일 좋아하는.
한 앨범에 하나 오는데
네.
몇 개 산 거예요 지금?
지금 10개?
네. 아침에 일어나면은 지금 이 포스터들 다 보고 일어나는 거예요?
네, 이거 일어나면서 이거들 보고 그날 그 힘을 받아요.
Ano Hatang shows off her signed CDs that she bought from Korean websites. She says the expensive price tags didn't put her off. She just wants the posters and CDs as close to her as possible.
우리 그 NCT가 데뷔할 건데요. 저기 그 데뷔 날에 파티하고 싶어요.
Having fallen in love with K-pop 10 years ago, Ano Hatang is now at the forefront of spreading the K-pop wave as the president of a K-pop fan club. K-pop fans from Ulaanbaatar meet regularly on special anniversaries, and today, dozens of students have gathered to eat, share the latest updates, and show off their dance moves. They feel a togetherness and bond through the songs and dance routines they love.
다음 팀은 이렇게 앱을 분들이 왔어요. 팀들이 줄 때는 좀 응원 많이 해주세요. 네.
Some of the performers can't speak any Korean, but that doesn't stop them memorizing lyrics and dance routines by heart. The love for K-pop and K-dramas has also spurred a passion for learning the Korean language, especially at Ulaanbaatar State University, located in the heart of the capital. 45 students study Korean language, history, and archaeology at this Ulaanbaatar State University, and a third of them are here during their summer vacation to study what they love, Korean culture. Today, these students are learning vocabulary through a traditional folktale, picking out new words, and reenacting some of the scenes. The unique melodies of Korea's traditional kugak music are also incorporated into class time. So why do Mongolian students choose to learn the Korean language?
귀에 한번 가본 적이 있어요. 근데 그 귀에 목사님이 한국 분이었어요. 그래서 그 옆에 계신 통역사분이 아주 멋있어 보여서 그 통역사분처럼 이렇게 말을 안 통하는 그 두 사람을 연결해 줄 수 있는 다리가 되고 싶어서 한국어를 전공했습니다.
The number of the Mongolian students who learn the Korean language is almost 4,500. We think that the Korean Mongolian young generation who really enjoy the Korean culture are the very precious asset to our diplomacy.
While the two countries exchange a lot on the people-to-people level, Korea and Mongolia are working at a higher level to address an issue every Mongolian is deeply concerned about: desertification. In recent years, the desert surrounding Ulaanbaatar has encroached even further on the capital. We drove south of Ulaanbaatar to the edge of Motzkil's desert. It's impossible to imagine that this vast expanse of sand dunes is where goats, cows, and horses used to feed on grass. Deserts like this cover about 40% of Mongolia's territory. Making things worse, almost all of Mongolia is suffering from rapid desertification. Over the past decade, some 850 rivers and 1,000 lakes have dried up, and Mongolia's deserts now cover an area 7 times larger than South Korea. Mongolia's fear that 90% of its territory will eventually become a barren wasteland is steadily becoming reality. A nomad who has been living in this area all his life says it's hard to recall the land he used to know. With the scorching summer heat pushing temperatures to 40 degrees Celsius, it's hard to find any life besides camels. The dry and hot weather is affecting the local diet as well. It's a big family gathering, and the father and uncle are getting ready to cook horhog, a traditional barbecue dish made with goat meat and vegetables. Not a single part of the goat goes to waste. The oldest adults in the family skin the goat. The leather and fur will be saved for wintertime. The meat, of course, is for eating. The closest well is not within easy walking distance, so every possible drop of water needs to be saved.
Энд гол хүндрэлтэй юм нь болохоор ус нь зөөвөр. Тэгээд ойрын ус нь бас говь юм болохоор зарим ус нь давстай, зарим нь болохоор давсгүй, хүн уудаггүй гэж ус байдаг. Тэгээд давстай ус нь бол ингээд эргэн тойр ойрхон газартаа бол би. Амны ус нь болохоор ийшээ 3 км-т байдаг.
The negative effects of the country's rapid desertification are also felt beyond Mongolia, even thousands of kilometers away in Korea. These fine sands fly across northeastern China, reaching the Korean peninsula in about 48 hours. Mongolia's desertification is an issue that everyone is taking seriously. The Mongolian government held a 15-hour meeting in the Gobi Desert to highlight the seriousness of the problem. After the meeting, the Mongolian government launched a 10-year project aimed at tackling desertification.
Энэ тэмцэх чиглэлмээ Монгол Улсын засгийн газрын бодлого 3 бай. 3 ерөнхий түвшинд ангилж байна. Нэгдүгээрт сольждыг судлах, хянах, тэнтэй тэмсэх хүч одоо шинэ ажиллах хүчний чадварыг нэмэгдүүлэх чиглэл байна. Хоёрдугаарт орон нутгийн ард иргэдийг сольжтой тэмсэг арга хэмжээг хэрэгжүүлэхэд ашиглах, өөрөөр хэлбэл тэд нар өөрсдөр нь хийх ийм арга хэмжээ авч байна. Гуравдугаар томоохон хэмжээний одоо шинэ тариалангийн талбай байд юм уу, төв суурин газрууд байд юм уу, энэний хойд одоо салхиндээ талд ойн зурус, ногоон бүс байгуулах ийм 3 ерөнхий ажлын хүрээнд үйл ажиллагаа явуулж байна.
But given the yellow dust problems in Korea, Seoul got involved even sooner, starting work to tackle the problem 10 years ago. In their 2007 Greenbelt Plantation project, the two countries agreed to plant trees on the outskirts of the Gobi Desert to prevent desertification, to try and block the blowing sands. The project takes place at 2 plantation farms in Lunsom and Dalanzadgad, and involves covering 440,000 square meters of land with over 60 different tree species. December 2016 is a deadline, and the Korea Forest Service says it expects to achieve the ambitious goal.
금년도에 목표를 다 달성하는데 총 3,046헥타 정도를 조림을 완료를 하게 되겠습니다. 그리고 그 평가를 보면은 인공조림이라는 데 대해서 몽골이라는 나라에 생소했지만 우리나라에서 그동안에 축적된 기술을 가지고 들어와서 3,000헥타를 조림하는 과정에서 몽골 사람들도 나무를 심어서 키우면 나무를 잘 키울 수 있고 그리고 나무를 잘 키움으로 인해서 사막화를 방지할 수 있다 하는 그런 자신감을 심어주었지 않느냐 이렇게 생각하고 있습니다.
And that hope has become reality, especially for workers who work at the plantation sites.
Parts of
Dalanzadgad have not only turned green, but the newly grown trees have also been helping out local communities. Some of the trees are more than mere dust blockers. They can contribute to making profit for the region.
Яг одоо тариад ирэхтэй өндөр 2-3 жилийн дараагаад л шатарган ч одоо өөрийгөө өгөөд ирд юм билээ. Тэгтээ өндөр ч одоо Вьетнамс жуайн тагаад энэ бүхэн ажиллаж байгаа ажилчид бүгдээр инкүлээд тэр шатарганыг гоногсон сайхан төөж авна. Тэгээд өнөө шингэн болгоод инкүлээд амьдрал юунтаа хэрэглэн янз бүрийн бас өнөө өвчм ханиаш хоноос сэргэж өнөө үр хөвгтэй бас өнөө юугаар сав суулгаар өгнө.
The tree planting plan started as a joint government project, but has led to a rising awareness for environmental protection and has helped locals stand on their own feet.
Тулцхан моднуудаа бид нар одоо бас иргэд маань худалдаж авч өөрсдийнхөө байгууллага орчин хашаа газар бусад газрууд одоо ногоон боломжийг сэргээж шинээр байгуулахад маш их тус нэмэр болсон. Иргэдийн маань ч гэсэн одоо бас сонирхол ногоон байгууламж мод хажууд нь ирсэн байж хаад энийг ингээ адилхан тариад ургуулах юм бол сайхан одоо ногоон байгууламж нэмэгдэх юм байна. Усаан таттай юм байна. Хур бороотой болдог мэр гэсэн ойлголттой болсон учраас манай иргэд жил болгон одоо бас ногоон байгууламжаа шинэ одоо мод урамлыг тарж ургуулах идэвхтэй болж ирсэн.
5 months remain until the 10-year Greenbelt project comes to an end, and thoughts are turning to how Mongolia will run the plantation on its own.
사후 관리하는 부분에 대해서 한꺼번에 조림지를 이관할 게 아니고 5년 정도로 단계적으로 조림지를 이관함으로써 몽골 정부에서 사후 관리에 대해서 연착륙할 수 있는 방안으로 검토를 하고 있습니다.
Planting trees is just one way to tackle desertification. Mining development, a major source of income for Mongolia, has also played a significant role in turning Mongolia's once green pastures into barren land. On the outskirts of Ulaanbaatar is Nalagh mine, dubbed the world's most dangerous coal mine.
Here at Nalagh mine, you can see the devastating results of the indiscriminate mining in Mongolia. Once flush with coal, the land is now barren, with the buildings behind me collapsing when the ground gave way.
Opened in 1922, Nalagh State Mine was Mongolia's first industrial mining operation and quickly became a money spinner for the country. However, with the collapse of the Soviet Union in the early 1990s, the mine went bust and the area quickly turned into one of the most polluted areas on Earth. The place is now a wasteland. Traces of a railway line lead into the skeleton of the old loading station. But making things even more dangerous, these underground mines are illegally mined even today. Up to 2,000 hand miners work at Nalagh from October to May, supplying about 70% of coal burned every year in Ulaanbaatar's poorer districts. Indiscriminate mining in Nalagh has led to a spike in pollution, a serious concern in this area.
Ядаж энэ ухсан нөхөө бүглээд нөхөн сэргээлт хийгээд ивэл одоо болно ш. Тэгэхгүй тэгээд ухаал юуба хэрэглэлээ гэсэн шиг тэгээд хаяад энэ тэмдгүү баахан нөхөн ш. Энийг өөртөө тэгээд санаачлаараа юу яаж бүгэлж мөглөх юм бол ядаж энэ буцаад нэг өвс ургаж тэгэхээр тийм байхгүй ш.
When rain falls on minerals exposed by mining, the water reacts with the chemicals, making a poisonous soup that makes the land useless. Mining isn't just about extracting resources. Rehabilitation of closed mines is just as important, and that's where Korea comes in. A good example of Korea's involvement is at the Baganor mine, some 150 kilometers east of Ulaanbaatar. About 6 million tons of coal is mined here annually, providing the capital with most of its electricity.
몽골은 전 세계로 봤을 때 자원 부국 중에 한국이십니다. 그런데 아직은 복구에 대한 인식이나 이런 부분, 그러니까 광에 대한 인식이 부족하기 때문에 그런 부분에 대해서 좀 이제 친환경적인 개발이 필요하기 때문에 저희 공단이 사무소를 개설하고 몽골 정부와 그리고 광산과 협력해서 이제 복구 사업을 진행하고 있습니다.
It's a mammoth task. Come the rainy season, rain combines with exposed minerals and flows into nearby lakes and rivers, polluting them.
За одоо нөхөн сэргээлтийг эвдэрсэн газрыг нөхөн сэргээхээс гадна мод тайрах баг гунуурыг сэргээх ажлуудыг бол хийж байна.
The rolling green areas are where debris from mining development have been flattened and covered with soil so grass can take hold.
What you're seeing behind me are mountains of debris from mining development, but with the partnership of Korea and Mongolia, there are also patches of green showing that a revival is underway.
6 mines have undergone the rehabilitation process since Mine Reclamation Corporation opened its office in Mongolia in 2010. Through years of joint work, Mongolian workers have learned basic mine rehabilitation technology, such as flattening debris tops and covering them with soil. The two countries' ultimate aim is to foster renewable energy development in the long term, creating new opportunities. With their deep cultural, social, and economic ties, Korea and Mongolia are not only ethnically related peoples cut off by centuries of history, but have also forged new connections in the modern world. And in Mongolia's journey forward, Korea hopes to continue to play a part in Mongolia's moments.